End game.
What the bloody hell is going on? The shakeout wasn't finished yet. Why haven't we crashed it?
Keep up, Jacob. This is all within expected ranges.
No. Recommence the dumps. Continue the black swans. Accelerate it. Bounce the dead cat. Pull the rugs. Build back even better. Activate the cyber pandemic. I'm in charge here. But the shadows.
It is not yours to take, Bog. The truth will set us free. It must.
Whoa, Jack.
Huh?
Listen, man. Things are shitty. Trust me, I know. But staring at that phone isn't going to make a difference. Don't let it mold you.
Yeah. I'm thinking we're back.
Boom. Welcome to the Project Freedom Podcast. Episode 55, guys. Do you guys want to see what I just got in the mail today? You guys want to see? I'm actually using it right now. You guys probably couldn't even guess what it was. You guys want to see? Plus 50 good boy tokens to anyone who can guess what I'm standing on right now. Can anybody in the chat guess what I'm standing on? Probably not. All right, guys, look, I'll just show you. All right, you guys want to see? You want to see? All right. All right, guys. This is a foot McBobber thing. I don't even know what this thing does, but I'm ADD, and I was told it was good for me. So we're going to try this out today. Let's see how it goes. All right, guys. Welcome to Project Freedom Podcast, the #1 podcast for all your sovereign desires. And what are we going to talk about today? Today, we are going to discuss, hence the title, is blockchain freedom of speech? Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this today was because someone, and I don't remember which one of you guys it was, in the last stream said that you guys asked me a question. You said, is blockchain freedom of speech? Because Richard Hart had mentioned it in one of his streams. I gotta be honest, I didn't take the time to go and look at which one of the streams Richard Hart was talking about it in. So, I mean, I really don't know his opinion on the matter. But, so here's what we're going to do, guys. First, I'm going to show you guys some of the slides that I use in the last blockchain fundamentals course that I did that describes different types of blockchains and their properties, okay? And then we could do some more research if necessary. We can just like Google it. I figure we just do it real time, like we did with the Ethereum nodes, and then we can all come to a conclusion together. All right. So without further ado, let's do it. But first, guys, my friends, I would like to share something beautiful with you guys. Would you go ahead and look at that? Look at that. Specifically, look at this right here. I mean, look at that guy. Who's this guy? Where'd this guy come from? What is this? What is this? Is this a new all-time high? Not really sure. Mr. Bitter over here is down a little bit on the day, but look at Mr. ETH. That's quite scrupulous, guys. That's quite scrupulous. Can you guys let me know also? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me fine. So I have this mic over here, not directly in my face. In fact, maybe I should turn it like this way a little bit. Audio's good. It's good. All right. It sounds good on our end, but hey, guys, if it sounds bad, put a 42069 in the chat. Just kidding. I know you guys are just going to put that number in the chat anyway because you know it's funny. All right, so we got Dot looks really nice and scrupulous too. Even Litecoin, damn, Litecoin's still going. Well, all I have to say, guys, is it's funny. It's funny how this is going on right now. It's like, how could you if you could imagine, if you could talk to your parents or really just your grandparents. Unless your grandparents are like my grandparents' age and they lived in the Great Depression era when they had all the stock market craziness going on. It's crazy how fast this stuff can move, but we all know the real reason, right? We all kind of know. You guys, my viewers, you guys kind of know the real reason why this is going on. At least I'd say 50% of the reason. Do you guys remember in not last podcast, but 2 podcasts prior, when I was talking about how I don't think that Bitcoin's real value is what it is right now? A lot of these digital assets I don't think are, because one, obviously these things are new, right? Like we don't really know their true value. Excuse me. And we're denominating in what, guys? Fiat currency, right? Which is getting less and less valuable every day. And I think so. I do think that there really is. I do think that this price appreciation, like this craziness, obviously a lot of it's revolved around the fact that we're in a cycle right now, kind of revolving around Bitcoin. One could say that Bitcoin is like the sun, and we're all revolving around it. But no, in all seriousness, though, a lot of these digital assets prices, I believe, and again, I'm not like the guy to ask about like trading or the market or any of that kind of stuff. I'm the tech guy, so I'm here to tell you that I believe that we don't really know the true value of a lot of this stuff, and it very well could be that the value is a lot higher than what it is now. So I do think that the price appreciation is 50% or half in part because of that. But I think the other half is the fact that the United States dollar is losing value at an alarming rate, a very alarming rate. Now, why am I caveating this with is blockchain freedom of speech? Well, this happened today. So guys, let me just shut my mouth and read the article for you guys. So it says, Treasury says crypto reduces efficacy of U.S. sanctions. Seeks more funding. The U.S. Department of the Treasury says that the growing use of crypto assets challenges the efficacy of American sanctions, which isn't it kind of weird how America can put sanctions on other countries, but other countries don't really do that? Kind of makes you wonder. Quote, we are mindful of the risk that if left unchecked, now they're saying the quiet part out loud. If left unchecked, these digital assets and payment systems could harm the efficacy of our sanctions. Guys, they're literally saying the quiet part out loud. They're saying out loud what we kind of all knew from the start, right? They're saying that they're afraid of it. And they're saying that they're afraid of crypto because it's going to take their power away. I mean, they're literally saying it right here. The Department of Treasury. So, I mean, I don't know how much more real this is getting. Like how much more like in your face it could get than this. But if you guys don't see what's going on, honestly, I don't want to sound like a dick. If you couldn't see what was going on, at least since the first of this year, then he needs some milk. But if you don't see clearly what's going on after this, I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you. that is enough of that. So, yeah, we know. I know. Shh. I know. I'm always watching. All right, guys. So is blockchain freedom of speech? All right, so that's blanket statement. Is blockchain a freedom of speech? And I want you guys to like make your own conclusion here afterwards. But and you know, when I was asked this on Monday, I actually didn't really know the answer to that. That's why whoever, I think it might have been you, Mask. I think it might have been you who asked that, or somebody. I didn't really know the answer because that's actually like it's a kind of a hard thing to answer, to be honest with you. We're gonna get into that right about meow, but first let me check in with the chat. Cody Moose in the Who says win Sugma. Now, Max Ignitas, I heard it got delayed due to protest in Ligma. Yes, protest in Ligma, Texas. What up, gents? What up, Virons? Good to see you, man. Kyle saying yes in the chat. GRO has come back. Has it, dude? If you have some, I see you got the money face on. If you have some, congratulations. Oso Chain in the house. What's up, players? What's up, Oso Chain? How you doing, man? Tom RKBA. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Pavlo Busco says, who is this nerd? You don't like my nerd glasses, guys? You don't like my nerd glasses? Guys, my cheeks are so big. Can you guys hear that? I'm not doing anything extra to make that sound. Just want to let you guys know that this is 100% authentic Italian cheek, all right? It's 100% authentic Italian cheek. I have such a big square head and big cheeks that I've been told that large glasses are appealing on me. But I'm actually also blind and probably shouldn't be driving at nighttime without glasses, but that's a different story for a different day. Is he floor? You refuse my evil tokens, Tom? All right, dude. 25 good boy tokens have been deducted from your wallet, friend. A phone book? Am I standing on? Yes. I know I need to get 2 of them, though. Egg crate? No. No. Good guesses, guys. Good guesses. Nick guessed one of those half balls girls use for the shit in the gym. It's kind of like that. My business. What's up, Sam? Pump It Up MP3. I was told I had to be more careful playing that song. Even though that the creators don't really care. They don't give a hoot. They don't really give a hoot about it. But hey, loud and clear. All right, cool. Rocket ships. Do you deny the MP3? That one's hooked up to my soundboard, Sam. Believe it or not. 69420. Sam saying yes as I'm getting paid to do nothing at all. Yep, a lot of people are. Kind of makes you wonder what's going on. Yes, milk that cow, baby. Milk that cow, baby. The VIRGIN trader versus the Chad yield farmer. You guys seen the Chad yield farmer meme? It's funny. Nick's Legend says Bitcoin's real value increases as confidence increases, which increases when the price increases. Ouroboros, right? Ouroboros. Sam saying yes says $1 can't even buy you a cola here in Miami anymore. Nope. Sam, I do know one place that $1 can buy you a cola here in Miami. It's actually on the basement of my apartment. We've been there before. Sam. We've gotten colas there, but it's the only place in the city. And I think it's because, they're obviously losing money. They're obviously losing money on that. But I think it's because they're too lazy to come get the people to come and adjust the reprogram the prices. Mask says, we're getting rugged by a political insider. Absolutely demoralizing. Yeah, man. Guys, like, how much more like ridiculous does this need to get before people are like, because I know I was like quite some time ago, they want us to move into crypto. Maybe I can guarantee you that they would enjoy it if we moved into their cryptocurrency. I can rest assured that, guys. You know what's funny, Sam, that you say that. It's funny that you mentioned that because this morning when I went to go walk the spotted pointed reindeer, there's a guy on my floor. He's the owner of a club around here. He's a really cool guy. I talk to him all the time. Basically, I gave him some advice. He found out that I am also into digital assets. I'm a fine software connoisseur of digital assets. And I gave him advice on something one time of how to move something from point A to point B. And he was like mind blown. Ever since then, he's like, dude, like, tell me everything, man. Tell me everything. So every time I see this guy, we talk about crypto, and I saw him this morning. He was like, man, I heard, and he's not dumb. He's just an average guy, right? An average guy. And he said, I heard that that China is going to make their own Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin's price is going to drop because China is making their own Bitcoin. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go again. I had to explain to him that China and all this is going to happen, guys. This is going to happen 100%. I believe. I really do believe. They're going to get rid of the dollar. They're going to get rid of all paper currency, and they're going to create and issue CBDCs, or what I like to call central bank digital currencies, which is a digital currency based off of blockchain technology. And part of the reason we're here talking about this subject tonight is because, one, that question that the mask, I believe, asked me, and two, because of this. And he was like, yeah, so like, why would people buy Bitcoin? And by the keep in mind, guys, this guy, the reason he's into crypto is the reason that we all are. The reason he likes it is, yeah, man, what's not to like? And I was like, trying to explain to him, well, he was under the perception, and a lot of people are, that if the government comes out with their own crypto, then all the problems are solved. We don't need this other crypto anymore. Which is why I believe that a healthy dose of the Bitcoin Maxi mantra is very important to embed within yourselves. All right, regardless of whether or not you want to do the degen stuff or not. All right, and the reason why I say that is because people just seem to forget or just not know the true power of the fact that the Bitcoin network is completely decentralized. Completely decentralized. No, yes, it is a quote unquote public blockchain. It is anonymous public blockchain. It's not private like Monero. Monero is an anonymous and private blockchain. But you can see transactions. You don't know whose transactions they are. Everything is clear. All right. You guys see this armpit sweats? Good grief. Everything is clear out in the open, so that if a bad guy, I mean, call me crazy here, guys. Now this might be bad speak, but let's just say maybe it would just so happen that banks happen to maybe possibly launder money, and they get away with it because they're the banks. Now, of course, only in a video game would this ever happen, and this has definitely never happened, and no bank has ever laundered money. Never. And obviously, of course, no politicians, especially not Mayor Ray Nagin of the city of New Orleans, especially not him, even though he's in jail for doing that, and especially not Mayor LaToya Cantrell of New Orleans' husband, and many other politicians. These people, they would never launder money. I think you guys get the point. But let's just say some of those people were doing it. And since in the current way we have things, since they control the currency now, they control the database that all that information is stored in, and they don't want anybody to see or know about it. Ain't nobody going to see it or know about it. Now with Bitcoin, yeah, you can see transactions. All right, don't freak out, guys. Don't freak out. First of all, you don't know. There's no name attached to it. There's no gatekeepers at the gate of the Bitcoin network. If you were to just make a paper wallet, that's going to ask you for your ID. All right, it doesn't work like that. If you sign up on an exchange, yeah, exactly. But that's an exchange. And if they do that on the Bitcoin network, you might not know who it is. But if everyone knows, like, let's just talk about what happened after 9/11, September 11. I can't. I'm afraid to say the name on stream because, of course, the platform that we're on. But anyway, remember, guys, they were like, hey, $3 trillion is missing. We don't know where it was. And everyone was like, oh, the next day we had a national emergency. All of a sudden, everybody forgot about that. Let's just say $3 trillion happened to go missing. We would know that it wasn't missing. We would know that someone's lying. All right. That's the beauty. Everything is open for everybody to see. So that is the beauty of it. Bitcoin is for you and it's also for your enemies. All right, it's non-biased. Now, enough of the maxi speak. The reason I'm saying that is because if they have something like a central bank digital currency, it doesn't change anything. They can still do exactly what they are doing now. All right. On top of that, not only can they do exactly what they're doing now, they wrote the code and the smart contracts and whatever kind of platform it's on for that digital currency. So let's just say, it's current year and you log in on Facebook. Please don't, everybody, if you guys do have a Facebook, please delete your account for the love of God, for your own safety and sanity. Delete that account. But let's just say you happen to log in on Facebook and you just say something like "Orange Man bad," and that might be kind of frowned upon in current year. But then 10 years later, they're taking every person that they know who has a record of saying "Orange Man bad" and locking up and throwing them in jail. And if you have all your money in a wallet that is created by software that they wrote, they can just take it. They can freeze it. Let's just say, and I suggest, I'm not suggesting not paying your taxes. That would be the worst thing that you could do. But let's just say you do the math and they do the math of what you were supposed to pay your taxes for, and it's different. And even though you hired a nice accountant and tax guy, and he did the maximum deduction of all that he could, and they're just like, yeah, but we just decided you owe us like another 20 grand more. They can just take it from your wallet without your permission. They can also see everything that you purchased. They can control what you can and where you can't purchase things. They can do whatever they want because it's software, right? They can do whatever they want. So the answer to that question was no. That wouldn't decrease the value of cryptocurrency because the cryptocurrencies we have now, especially the first one that existed, Bitcoin, its whole purpose was, and we know this is the purpose because it was written in the code of the Genesis block, was because they were tired of having people who were closest to the money printer make all the rules and benefit themselves and not anyone else. And not only were they just benefiting themselves and not benefiting other people, which I would say that would be kind of neutral, right? That would kind of be kind of karmically neutral, right? They were harming people that weren't close to the money printer. This is called the Cantilla effect. You guys can Google it. So no, and they can do this with a blockchain technology, right? And so then you have to ask, well, what was blockchain's first intention of what it was used for? And then what are the possibilities that it could be used for? Is it really free speech? That's what we're going to dig into here tonight. So there you go, guys. There was your little 411 before we got started. Matt says, yes, remember when $1 could buy you a cheeseburger or McChicken? Purpose Farms remembers. Purpose Farms does remember. Brzezinski Farm members. Rio Peterson says, Josh, you're a funny guy. Thank you. Thank you, Rio. Brzezinski Farms plants liquidity and farms shitcoins. Good evening, by the way. Good evening to you too, man. Good to see you in here. You say I said something, but I wish I remember. I forgot what I have for breakfast. I blame my job. Mentally exhausting. I feel you, man. Bullish on basement colas. Max Nita says, bro, Solana is currently mooning. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, dude. It looked pretty fucking cheesy. Antonio says, I saw Coinbase as a partner of the NBA. I did not see that, Antonio. Interesting. I did not see that. All right, here's a good comment. Here's a good comment right here. Cody Moose in the Who says, hot take, we are already using a CBDC. We're already using digital currency. Technically, guys. It just happens that it's not on a blockchain right now. And we know that if they were to move it to a blockchain, and then let's just say we lost banks, we don't need banks anymore, which that's what I believe is the true agenda of this GREAT, RESET. I think they're going to want to remove the banks and to just have us interfacing directly with a Fed wallet. But hey, I'm just some weird guy with a dead bodybuilder on his shirt. Like, what do I know, right? What do I know? Tax aversion? Aversion? Not entirely. If Satoshi launched Bitcoin this year, I wonder what messages they put in the Genesis block. Good, that's a good question, dude. I would wonder. I would think that if he did it this year, that he might have too much to say. Because what can you not say about all the ridiculousness going on this year? Tom Graff says, "Hello, gents. What up, John Graff? Good to see you in the hoose. Debit cards? No, I don't. It would act the same way as like a MetaMask wallet or just any wallet on your phone. Like you guys know, like look at this, guys. Good old Apple Pay right there. You know, can you guys see that? Is it going to focus? Probably not. Here, let me do this. Surely you guys can see. Surely you guys can see that, can you? Thank you. You guys can see my $5 in Apple Cash that I have. But there we go. All right, guys, this is Apple Pay. All right. And like, I don't even bring, and you guys can see, I have like all my debit cards in here, not all of them, but as many of them that I can. I can just add debit cards in here and then I can just go check out. I haven't run to a single place in Miami, that doesn't accept Apple Pay. In fact, I even went to, even when I take my dog to the bumfuck beach of North Miami Beach, it's like literally country hicktown. And there is a doggy popsicle stand, a mobile doggy popsicle stand. Even they have Apple Pay. So where New Orleans wasn't the same way, but you could interface with it on your phone. We have the ability to do that. Some cities not so much because their infrastructure is not as great. But hey, you get it now. Okay, good, perfect. All right, guys. So let's get into this. And what I'm going to do, guys, back to what I told you I was going to do originally. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys some of the slides that I went over in the last blockchain fundamentals course that we did at Developer Direction. And we're going to give you guys some information about what a blockchain is, different types of blockchains, because there are different types of blockchains. And then we can go on from there and see how much more information we can derive about this topic and whether or not we can assert an answer to it or not. So let us dive in, friends. All right, everyone ready for school? Put your good boy hats on. All right, so let's see. You guys want me to talk about this part with you guys? This is about being a programmer. Might as well. All right, you guys don't really care, but I'll give you guys a little taste. All right, thinking like a programmer, things in real life versus things that exist in a digital realm, real world, smell, touch, taste, digital realm, energy on circuits, mathematical props, virtual. Imagine a data structure in your head. How things exist in RAM, PC. All right, not prevalent to the conversation, but we can. I'm just gonna let this guy roll. All right, the blockchain, guys. So a blockchain is basically a living set of records, a living list of records known as blocks. These blocks are connected to each other by I'm holding my nose now,
diverse cryptographic mechanisms.
All right. In the category of
data structures.
If you guys don't know what a data structure is, just Google it. It is a concept in computer programming. This can be related to the concept of a linked list. Now, my developers out there, you guys know what a linked list is. I know you do, Max Dignitas and Antonio and Cody Moose and Sam saying yes. And who else in here is a programmer? Maybe Nick Sledgian. Quite a few of you guys. You guys know what that is, right? Okay, so the initial block is known as the Genesis block, which that was the one that I was talking about, and that Satoshi left us a little message in the Genesis block, which is how we know that this stuff was kind of created to have a means for humanity to kind of escape the awfulness of the bankas. Excuse me, I had to take a sippy roo of water. So initially, the structure of blocks has basically three components, namely data, hash of current block, hash of previous block, can be depicted as with M blocks forming a chain where M can be any random positive integer. I don't know why I put M there. I should put N. Anyway. All right, so here's just like a little diagram of how blockchains work. And this is specifically, we're going to use this one specifically in retrospect to the Bitcoin blockchain. But so someone requests a transaction, all right? The request is broadcasted to a peer-to-peer network consisting of computers known as nodes. This is a concept that you guys might not understand totally, but like, has anyone here has ever worked for a company where like they had a website that you could only reach when you were at the company building, or maybe you had to use like a company VPN to get in. Maybe you guys are familiar with the term intranet, not internet, but intranet. You can consider this peer-to-peer network consisting of computers known as nodes in the second part right here as something similar to that. Now, not quite the same, but similar. Then peer-to-peer network of nodes validates a transaction and the user status, using known algorithms. A verified transaction can involve cryptocurrency contracts, records, or other information. So for guys who want to know about smart contracts, that will work. And this would be this area where that takes place, where that data would be. Has no intrinsic value in that it is not redeemable for another commodity, has no physical form, it exists in a network. These are just properties. Cryptocurrency. So once verified, the transaction is combined with other transactions. So this is what miners actually do right here, guys. This part is what miners actually do, not the validation of transactions. That is primarily nodes, although miners can do that too. Once verified, the transaction is combined with other transactions and create a new block of data on the ledger. And this green block, you can think of this as the new block. The new block is then added to the existing blockchain in a way that is permanent and unalterable. And then the transaction is complete. Okay, so far, we've just went over the underlying base technology of a blockchain, okay? So, oops, sorry, guys. All right. So far, does anything in here particularly about a blockchain itself seem to be advocative of free speech? I mean, I think you could make some arguments here. Like I could say the fact that you could say the fact that maybe when the new block, so in this figure right here, when the new block is then added into the existing blockchain in a way that is permanent and unalterable, it's like you can't just like take something, you can't like take something back per se, or you can't really, you could consider that to be, you consider that you can. So I'll give Richard Hart a check mark here. I could, and I'm sure you can make a counter argument to this as well. In fact, I probably could, but you could say that this is sort of anti-suppression of speech. So like you can't undo. So for example, if I were to be on Facebook or YouTube and I said something that someone later on wanted to go and delete my data afterwards. So they can't go, in that way, you couldn't go back and delete the data. But if this is all we know right here, guys, this is all we know right here, this is all we know, then does that mean that, does that mean that this is impossible for them to prevent that speech from happening in the first place? I don't know yet. We have to find out. I guess in that point, it would start to depend on whether or not who's in control of the code of that blockchain. So let us continue, my friends. All right, so here's some origins of the blockchain. In 1991, that's the year I was born, Stuart Harbor and W. Scott Stornetta envisioned what many people have come to know as blockchain. Their first work involved working on a cryptographically secured chain of blocks that no one could tamper with the timestamps of the document. Now, there's a certain reason why they did this. They had like some people in, I think it was because people kept like removing files from a file cabinet, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but if you guys go look, I think the story is in there. 1992, Stewart and Scott upgraded their system to incorporate Merkle trees. If you guys don't know what a Merkle tree is, it's a computer science concept. You can Google it. It's not super fun to learn about. To enhance efficiency, which enabled the collection of more docs of a single block. All right, and then that was the first time we started seeing about that. All right, this was like, so 91 and 92 when we first kind of seeing things that were kind of like blockchain tech. And then boom, 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto is considered to be the brains behind blockchain technology. Little zone about that guy. He's a Japanese guy that lives in a cave. That's what Dan Pena says. Actually, Dan Pena says that it's Putin. Some believe he is a group of people. That's what I believe. Nakamoto conceptualized the first blockchain in 2008, where it began to grow. Nakamoto released the first white papers of blockchain in 2009. Types of blockchain. All right, guys, this part right here, that is going to give us more information about the answer that we were trying to come to a conclusion on. So there's different types of blockchain. This is the part that people don't really 100% know. Everyone's just like, oh, a blockchain is a blockchain. No, because a blockchain itself, you guys remember, we go back to here. If we go back to here. All right, now the blockchain, you can think of it as just a way to validate and store data. And in cryptocurrency, it's for transactions. All right. Now, that's just the underlying base layer technology of anything. I mean, you could make a blockchain. In fact, if we remove the second part right here, where it says broadcast to a peer-to-peer network consisting of nodes, I mean, you could replicate this first couple parts with just like one computer. All right, you can replicate that couple parts with one computer. So, right. So this, I mean, blockchain technology itself isn't necessarily all to it, right? It's not all to it yet. That's where we were. All right, so there's different kinds of blockchains. People, this is the part that I was saying that people don't know. So there's a public blockchain, which is considered to be decentralized. So public meaning like anyone can participate in it, right? Which is how Bitcoin has been growing and growing and growing. More nodes, more miners, more validators all over the planet. Anybody can just do it. You can go buy a Raspberry Pi for $45 and create your own Bitcoin node. And then there's a private blockchain that was considered a centralized blockchain. So maybe this is just done on one computer or an office of computers. In fact, Facebook itself, they use a combination of something. It's either use a private or a federated blockchain. But essentially, Facebook has kind of like a network of computers. And I don't think they use blockchain tech. I could be wrong. They might use some blockchain tech for their data, but I highly doubt it. But they have a network of computers all around the world, but they all belong to Facebook. All right. All those servers belong to Facebook and no one else. So that is a centralized point of ownership of data. Okay. We have a federated blockchain that's semi-decentralized. So like a way to think about federated blockchain, what I try to explain to people is like let's just say you have a country that's made of 50 different states, and each of these states is considered sovereign in one way, but they also have a link together in the fact that they have one centralized government, kind of like the United States. And maybe each state has a node or a server. And so it's like semi-decentralized because they're kind of together, they're kind of not. In fact, who even knows what the fuck the United States is these days? But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guava farmer. And there's a hybrid blockchain. And to me, this is kind of like hard to conceptualize, to be honest with you. So I won't even bother. But it's claimed to be decentralized, but it's kind of not really. Here's some diagrams about that, what we just basically went over. This part's not important, and plus this picture is way too big. I need to find a better picture for this next time I do this course. All right, so things blockchain technology is used for today: payments, dApps, DeFi. What are some examples of blockchain? Let's see. All right, and that's what we're going to get into. That was when we would be getting into the code. All right, guys. So I think that was enough information to present to you guys to come up with a little bit more information about this. All right, so now what do we know? We know more information now, right? Now we know that it's possible to have a blockchain that is owned by one central point of authority, right? Let's just say that central point of authority has a belief set that, I don't know, salt lamps are bad. If you have a salt lamp equals bad. And then they don't want anyone to have a salt lamp. In fact, if you have a salt lamp, they want to punish you for it. They want to publicly humiliate you, or they want to take your good boy tokens, right? And then they find out you have a salt lamp. And if they control all the aspects of that blockchain, well then, if you have a salt lamp, you don't really have the freedom. Well, I guess you might have the freedom to do it, but they're going to take your good boy tokens away. All right. So, as a blanket statement, I think we can come to the conclusion, guys. I think we can come to the conclusion, and I do indeed invoke a rebuttal from anybody. Do you guys have something that you'd like to say about this. But I think in conclusion, I can say about that if you were, so when we're talking about Richard Hart's statement, and I didn't watch the video, so I don't know if he was just making a blanket statement. If we were to say that blockchain itself is freedom of speech, no, not all blockchains are freedom of speeches. I would have to edit that sentence and say that a decentralized blockchain could be considered a form of expression of freedom of speech. All right. We did it, guys. We did it. We done a thunk. So I think we have our answer. I have my answer right there. So I don't know what you guys feel about that. But yeah, guys, I do indeed challenge you guys. Challenge you to a duel of fisticuffs and wits. Let's see what you guys are saying over here. You dirty rascals. They should rebrand the Great Reset to Pandemic Stick Up. Has a better ring to it. Thank you, Sam, saying yes. It was a good one. Art says, during your courses, what time do you usually have your classes? Every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Yes, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. It's 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Cody Moose coming in clutch with the answer. Thank you, Cody. It was very nice of you, man. Very nice of you to look out for a young fellow. Young fellow, such as myself, Cody. Max Nita says, there is no right to be forgotten on blockchain. That's right. There actually is no right to be forgotten. If you want to be forgotten on a blockchain, you fucked, kid. You fucked. Viking Paradigm with the peace glasses emoji in the chat. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Mass says, I think Satoshi was also group people, some dead, some alive, some in jail, some off grid, and some still working crypto. I think so too, man. I think so too. But so here's the thing. I think that I do believe that Satoshi Nakamoto was like a person. But I think that he worked with a group of people. So I don't think all of that was all 100% on him. Up and Adams says, preach, daddy, preach. We are indeed trying, my friend. We are trying. Matt W says, what does Matt W say? They can pry my salty nightlight from my cold, dead hands. Your salty nightlight? What you mean? You got a salty nightlight, bro? Why is it salty? You guys, let me try something here. You guys do you prefer the hardcore blue blocks, or you prefer the not so hardcore blue blocks? Let me know. Let me know. I think we have our answer, guys. I don't think that was too hard. So I think that it's just salt lamp, Matt. I gotcha. I just think that it not all blockchains are created equal. All right. I'm sorry. I know some people probably don't like that statement, that not all blockchains are created equal, but I do believe it to be a truth. I do indubitably believe, but I think we have our answer, right? So certain blockchains could be considered to be a form of expression of free speech, but hey. Shadowy supercoder shades. Yes, indeed. You want me to get I can get super shadowy supercoder right now. Just do this right here. Go black. You guys see me? Is that too dark? Nah, yeah. Probably look like you guys can see all the so guys, this is how I work right here, like this, and with the glasses on. I need to have maximum blue light blockage from my vision. Guys, I have a today, I just on a personal note, guys, I know I'm trying, you know what? Fuck it. Just everyone look at my sweaty armpits. I don't even care anymore. Just enjoy the sweaty pits, guys. You know, guys, when I was in high school, I was that kid that had really sweaty armpits. And everyone was like, oh my God, why are your armpits sweating so much? And I just eventually was I used to be super embarrassed of it, but eventually I was just fuck it. Smell the musk, friends. It actually doesn't smell bad. It smells quite nice. Right now, I have bergamot and charcoal flavored or scented deodorant on. Very cool. Yes. Need to use those blue lights annihilating glasses. Yeah, these are dude, if you wear these, which I wear these literally to sleep, keep them on my eyes when I'm in the bed. If you open your eyes and you're in a pitch black room, you're not gonna see anything. Not like you could see anything before, but you know, like how your pupils will dilate and they would kind of adjust. You can't see anything with these on. And the reason I like them is because I have like some plugs in the walls and stuff that like leave like minor light in the room. I put these puppies on. It's great. Max needs us win spotted reindeer cam. Can we hook 2 up eventually? I mean, I got another camera. Not now, but like you got some ideas? You guys, we have some ideas too, by the way. We were talking about today. So I keep telling you guys, win IRL Miami Beach stream. It is coming soon. All right, we're doing some research. We're doing some research about how we're going to get this done. I already know that it's going to take, it's going to require like really good cell phone service. And for whatever reason, like the cell phone service has not been good at all lately. But it's going to require some cell phone service and also some, what is the word that I'm looking for? I'm playing myself on YouTube on accident. It's going to require some cell phone service and also some new parts. The only thing I don't know, so like I think, and I'm a Mac fanboy, so I'm an Apple fanboy, even though I don't 100% agree with what the company, the direction the company's been going lately. Although that's really none of my business because I'm not Steve Jobs, although Steve Jobs was alive. Steve Jobs was my dog, dude. Steve Jobs is probably not happy, in my opinion. But I think that the iPhone would be the best option. And I just don't know. So I know this, guy. So I know if you were to take an iPhone and you were to if you were to record video, and let's say you're doing 4K 60 FPS video, if you're using the camera app or the photo app, you can't like connect headsets and have that a microphone input into the stream, the data stream of the recording. But I think during a live stream, I think it would be similar to if you were using a cell phone or like a Zoom call. And I think that we can use a microphone via, whether it's like some wireless headset or something like that. I don't know that part yet. And there's other options that we don't know if they're we don't know if it's going to work yet because I haven't seen anything that work like this that works yet. But like you could put one, there's like a mic that you can put in the port. I don't know. To me, I don't get how that would work. But they sell it at Apple. So if they sell it at Apple, shit must work, right? Must work. So that is coming soon. Hopefully sooner than later. Guys, to be honest with you guys, if you guys saw the whiteboard I'm looking at behind me right now, I have an endless amount of tasks in the Federal Reserve in the Eat Lift program Joshua Reserve. So shadowy, yes indeed. Matt says LMFAO. I was not even aware, bro. Completely missed a sweat. I just embrace it, dude. Just embrace it. My shadowy supercutter sweat. Josh eats deodorant confirmed. Shh. Bro, Cody, come on, man. Why are you gonna tell my secrets like that, man? Why are you gonna tell my secrets like that? Full Florida man mode. I try, man. I try. I'm really just a Louisiana man. I'm just a small town Southern man. Matt W says Tom Ford fucking fabulous is my favorite scent. Is it? It is a good scent. Matt, you got good taste, dude. That's a good scent, dude. Dot just hit $45. Damn. I don't believe you. Let's see. Of course I believe you. We're making all-time highs today. Oh shit! You didn't even tell me Eve's at 42 for over 4,200. Shoo! Hey, it might be. What is the? Let's see. Here, you guys want me to share my screen again? You guys want me to share my newfangled screen? Let's see. Window, Chrome tab. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do. Well, I need to do the window because I need to do the window or else it's not going to work. All right. So what do we do? Shit, brothers. What am I looking for right now? This guy. All right. So ETH. So Bitcoin's down a little bit from earlier today. So, all right. So let's see. ETH to BTC. Let's do that right now. Still. That seems like it's kind of low still. Did Bitcoin pump up that much in the last couple of days? I don't think I have to log into my Kraken account. I don't think I want to do that over here. Sorry, guys. There's no way that's the actual price right now, is it? Can we see Coinbase's chart? Could always just go to TradingView, I guess. I was thinking that I was thinking that oh no, it's right. It's 0.6.4. Okay, I mean it get up a little bit, but it's still under 0.7. So I don't know how that conversation went from dot to that. Max. Oh, I know why. Because you didn't even tell Max. You were looking at the chart. You didn't even tell me that ETH over 4,200. ETH 420 blaze it, bro. Shit. With some salty spray deodorant. Yes. Mass's cell phone service employees probably quit. Yeah. Guys, lots of people are quitting. Lots of people are quitting. I would know. Might need to splurge on some prepaid data for the IRL stream. I think we could do prepaid payment. Probably be a better thing or worse thing. Like, I think you can only get prepaid plans from like Cricket Mobile and stuff like that, right? I doubt their towers are that great. Okay. 4356 is East all-time high. I thought it was 4456, something like that. I think you might be $100 behind. I don't know. Shit, Max, you gotta be telling me this shit is God, I'm so ADD. I try to like mention 4 different things, and I already forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, guys, on a personal note, guys, today will be a day that I will remember for the rest of my life. For 2 reasons. One, because Bitcoin blew past its all-time high, and I think that's like it's kind of like proof that a lot of things I believe in are real. I think everyone in the world can see it now, and it's not to say that the price won't go down, because hey, I think it probably will. I think the point of it, though, only 4 months ago was like $30-something thousand, and people were like, "My God, it's over." But also something else in my personal life also happened to me today, and it was kind of like a something that I wanted to happen for quite some time, and I was worried about how I was going to make it happen, but made it happen the right way. Let's just say today is going to be your day. October 20th, 2021 is going to be a day that I remember for the rest of my life. I've told you guys plenty of times, like, and I mean this with utmost sincerity, guys. Like, I'm not trying to brag. These last 2 years have been the best 2 years of my life, and I really don't. Come on, guys. I was typing. I really don't know. I mean, I feel bad for people who've had very bad years the last years, but it's been nothing but good, and it just keeps getting better. And I'm seeing parts of the world crumble around me, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing better than I ever have. In many ways, you know, I'm not as big and buff as I was when I was on stage bodybuilder, but I'm happier. I'm healthier. I'm not pumping massive amounts of testosterone in my body every day. So I think maybe I might live a few extra years as opposed to the probably 5 years that I might have taken off my life. But a lot of that energy and effort's been invested in myself and in business and things of the like. So won't tell you guys exactly what kind of personal good thing happened to me today, but I'll just tell you that today is going to be a day to remember, right, guys? And you guys should all remember today. I think Bitcoin and the whole digital asset market, like moving the way that it is it's a good sign, guys. It's a good sign. All right. I'll go back to the mines. Max City does his win Q&A with Kyle podcast segment. I don't know, Kyle, when are we going to do that? Will the Q&A be? Yeah, schedule us, Max. Schedule us. We'll do it. Harry Zikos in the house. On my way to the gym. Tune in, boys. What up, Harry? Good to see you. I hope you get maximum pumpage. Kyle says hello to Harry. Solidius says he's got the Z's in the avatar. Josh, do you invest in NFTs? Do you recommend to invest in those? Not like I'm not like an NFT investor. I have 2 NFTs, and one of them was because I really just wanted that specific NFT. So technically, I guess it appreciated in value if I even sold it for the same amount of ETH that I bought it for. But I only bought it because it was a crypto jack. It was a Wojak crypto jack, and I liked the one that I got. And then I got another NFT was given to me for free from somebody I know that makes NFTs. So I mean, not really. I don't really know NFTs a whole lot. You might want to ask Max to details about that. He's got a few cool NFTs, I think. I just don't know anything about him. So, you know, in my mind, that could be completely because it's just something that I just don't know. But, you know, Harry Z goes, let's get after it. Yes. Nick's Legend says, Josh no longer on rugs. Yes. Sounds like you found a certain level of peace. Most people search their whole lives trying to find it. Congrats. Thank you. Nick's Legend says, I'm working on an NFT for us coders. That's right. That's right, Nick. I forgot. Yeah. Solidius, actually, we're supposed to be making an NFT right now. I don't know the specifics about it, but I think it's going to be kind of like game oriented. Like you're gonna be able to play a game with the NFTs, not like a video game, but like you can have like you think about like I don't know, I could be wrong, Nick. I forgot what you mentioned on the call earlier, but kind of like how you can play checkers and chess. I do doubtably believe. But speaking about business, guys, speaking of the business, if you guys are interested in learning something new, I got to talk about myself and my thing. You guys can check this out and go to developerdirection.com. If you guys want to join for the year, you guys can do that. Got plenty of people in here who can attest to it. Tom Graff, guy in the chat from there earlier, just got a blockchain development job himself, so he will tell you. We do have this guy still hanging out here. We're about to make some changes to this, so not specifically price-wise. We're about to make some changes to this one. This is, guys, a lot of people always ask me, like, when, throughout this last year, when am I going to do web dev level 1 again? And so I did it twice this year already. And so what this was, for some people who missed out, this is the recorded version of it, edited and compressed without the BS, although it's still about 10 hours long. So people have been buying this lately, and so far I've heard good feedback in there. You guys still probably gonna be able to hear some of the regular conversations that we have inside of these webinars if you go with this one. But hey, I mean, they're cool webinars. People here can tell you. So if this is something you're interested in, if you want to learn basic web development, go ahead and check that guy out. And oh yeah, who else do we need to talk about? Who else? SeviPay. SeviPay is also getting a revamp on the website soon. SeviPay.com. Go ahead, fellas. SeviPay.com. Check it out if you want to integrate cryptocurrency payments into your website permissionlessly. And then there's our site. Oh yeah, and then fuck, how could I forget? Highly doubt any of you guys, if you are developers or in the process of being developers, maybe you guys don't have any you guys don't have a business website that you guys need to have made for you. But at least, guys, let me show you our goddamn website, because God, am I fucking proud of it. God, am I proud of this website. All handwritten. And oh yeah, let me do this part too. Let me refresh this guy. I mean, let me zoom in on the trees here, guys. All right, so, and by the way, for my developers out there, this is all written in HTML and CSS. There is about, I know if you fuckers go and expect the source code, you're going to see there's JavaScript in there. There's about 5 lines of JavaScript in there, but it's for MailChimp integration. It's not for what I'm about to do right now. So if I click refresh, and look at that, they're moving. Look at that. But yeah, guys, this website is fucking beautiful. We make websites great again. Trust me, we do. If you guys do have a website you guys need to get done for your personal business, we got that covered too. We got a pretty stacked team too. We got a pretty solid lineup on that team. Not even gonna lie. We got about like 14 dudes. About 14 dudes in there now. So and we do have an all-star lineup with people from the FANG companies, ex-FANG company employees. So, we're kind of a big deal. But in all seriousness, guys, about that though, shout out to Pablo Busco and Aurelian, who helped us with the site. They're also with us too. Guys, I also have can you get a close up on the card? My card? I finally got cards for Guava. You guys can see that. These are like, I know they're super small. I wanted mine to be professional and simple. You see the Guava style in there. But yeah, they're like smooth and velvety. They're pretty nice. So we got that done. But in all seriousness though, we've been targeting essentially, like, I don't want to say mom and pop shops in the Miami, South Florida area, but I mean, I guess you could consider like any company that's like less than 100 employees, because they tend to get ripped off. I think probably the big companies get ripped off of their tech too, but some of the clients we've been picking up on, like, they will be charged like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for a static website built in like WordPress. So it's not even really, it's not even real code, and they're not real developers. And that's maybe you could justify an $8,000 website if it did something, but some of these are not good. Most of these, in fact, they don't even have SSL integrated in the website. You guys don't know what that means. If you go to like the search bar, it says not secure. And then on top of that, their developers are charging them like $700 a month just to host the website. And I know that I know what those fuckers are doing. They're taking the $700 a month from their clients. They're paying like the $18 a month hosting fee. And then they're just pocketing the rest of the money. So we were like, hey, like we target these people. We can actually do handwritten artesian code, have really good websites, actually talk to these people. And we can also integrate cryptocurrency payments with their websites at the same time. I mean, what can we not do? We got like fucking four Zumas on our team. What can we not do? But we can still make absurd profits without ripping people off by just doing a good job. Lo and behold, who would have thunk that would be the case? But he has to mask. Guava isn't just a meme; it is a real thing. And just wait, there might be. You might all have the ability to own a little bit of Guava in your wallet sometime soon. Maybe it'll be inside of a Phantom wallet, or maybe it'll be in a MetaMask wallet. Who knows? I don't know yet. No, not at all. We build your app and cut the crap. Yep. Yes, we do. Sam saying yes. Says it himself. Mac needs us infinite long-term focus. Yes, we need to all be infinitely long-term focus. And speaking of that infinite long-term focus, that is a wrap. All I got to say for you guys. I love you guys. I'm out. And you guys, you know where to find me. Later, Taylor.